Hey guys, it's Chad, back home in San Francisco. I've been living in the Philippines for the past year and just recently got back from South Korea after being stuck there for 3 months. So if you want to check out those videos that I made while I was there, check out this playlist here. Kind of just wanted to talk about what it was like living in the Philippines for a year. To reiterate, one of the whole reasons why I went to the Philippines, you can also watch that video here, was so that I could discover my Philippine heritage and also find ways to help vertically and horizontally in terms of food and agriculture. People are interested in and consuming other people's cultures, or in this case expressing interest in their food. So that's basically what I sought out to do, because not a lot of people know about Filipino food. I don't know about Filipino food, and I spent a year discovering what it is. I've been to the provinces of my parents, but also some of the most obscure and maybe non-tourist oriented attractions. Places include Antique, Samar, Ilocos Norte, and most recently in February, Tawi-Tawi. Of course, I also visited the beautiful islands that the Philippines boasts, particularly Palawan and, more under the radar, Camiguin. By traveling to these places, I've realized that the Philippines has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, if not in Asia. As I'm traveling and learning about these different aspects of the Philippines, and by extension my own heritage, I was able to really intimately connect with the peoples from these areas and make content about them. As you've seen, I've been making YouTube videos about how regional dishes are made, and I have a lot more footage that I'm working to get through to get out. But in addition to making videos, I'm also taking photographs, as you can see on my Instagram. If you like reading, writing more in depth about these people and processes and cultural traditions that you would not normally hear about. And so while making all this content, it's really helped me network, and the past year in the Philippines has connected me with so many people in the food industry, whether restaurants, agriculture, and anywhere in between. I am beginning to get an even stronger awareness of the potential of the goods that the Philippines has to offer. And so some of the biggest people I've met so far are Erwan Husaf, who, if you are unaware, has been making high quality travel, recipe, and Philippine cultural videos much like I. And to tell you the truth, he is one of the reasons and inspirations for me to catalyze my move. But aside from him, there are many other people such as restaurant industry players such as Jordy from Toyo, the restaurant team at Hapag, Lampara, as well as people that provide goods for these restaurants. So in terms of alcohol, Art Gin, Proudly Promdi, and their Tapui, Caramel from Calzada Coffee, as well as many other coffee roasters and cafes. There's so many people I've connected with and interacted with that I am so excited to collaborate with them in the future. And so even though I am back in San Francisco and COVID has put a temporary pause on content that I can create in the Philippines, to be honest, I'm pretty bummed, because back in December I was actually supposed to go to a coffee farm in Benguet, which for many people who might be unaware, Benguet is in the northern part of the Philippines and are known for making some really high quality, high elevation coffee. I'm pretty bummed about it. But all things aside, I can still continue to pump out content based off the footage that I've collected pre-COVID, as well as hash out some ideas that I have upcoming while I'm here in San Francisco, as well as continuing to write on Medium. Living in the Philippines for a year has inoculated me with so much knowledge that I would not have gotten, and there's still so much more to learn. The more that I discovered, the more I realized that I don't know, and the more gassed I am to go back ASAP. Because aside from that coffee farm tour, there's a chocolate farm tour that I want to do, and there's so many people that I've met that I want to collaborate with, that I want to, as quickly as possible, get back and be on this productive route to keep pumping out what I think is pretty awesome, cool content. For anyone that's new, or if you're just tagging along, continue to follow and support me, because there's so much more that I want to show you, and I hope that I can convey how rich and beautiful my country is to you. Bye guys!
Bye!